नमस्कार फ्रेंड्स, तो हमारा जो चैनल है वन ऑफ द एग्जीबिशन एपी में आया हुआ है। यहाँ पर बहुत सारी कंट्रीज़ और बहुत सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ आई हुई हैं। तो आज हम इटली की जो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन के स्टॉल के ऊपर हैं, बूथ के ऊपर हैं, तो उनके जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव डेलीगेट हैं उनके साथ हमारी ये डिस्कशन रहेगी इटली के स्टडीज़ के बारे में। यहाँ पर कितनी पब्लिक और प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटीज़ आई हुई हैं, इटली में एडमिशन जब बच्चा अप्लाई करता है तो क्या प्रिकॉशंस लेने चाहिए, इवन प्री एनरोलमेंट क्या है, DOV क्या है, स्कॉलरशिप के डॉक्यूमेंट क्या है, तो आपने प्रिकॉशंस कैसे लेने हैं जब आपने इटली में हायर स्टडीज़ के लिए जाना है। दैट डिस्कशन वी विल डिस्कस विद द डेलीगेट मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन के जो इटली गवर्नमेंट के हैं उनके साथ डिस्कस करेंगे। फर्स्टली आई वेलकम यू ऑन दिस चैनल। फर्स्टली गिव मी योर इंट्रोडक्शन, टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ।
Okay, thank you. Firstly, I would like to thank you. So I am Mr. Akarpur Viswas. I am the coordinator for Unitalia India offices. Just to give you an idea, Unitalia is a association for the education promotion of Italian higher education abroad under the Ministry of Italian Ministry of Higher Education, University and Research. We call it. You can see it in the background. It's called MUR, More University and Research, and Ministry of External Affairs and Internal Cooperation. You can see the logo there as well. So our job is, Unitalia is primarily, just to brief, is a facilitatory body which works from the embassy and the consulates in 4 cities where the consulates are, in terms of facilitating student mobility, of course, in a B2B and B2C format. B2B format where we work with university to university. As for this occasion, for the FIA, we have created a pavilion of only Italian pavilion with 7 universities, where we are primarily looking for, aiming at to have dialogues with Indian counterparts. On the other hand, there is a dedicated team of us which are dedicated in terms of helping students, in terms of guiding them, orienting them, in terms of doing everything from this process, from the scratch to up to getting the visa, to make them understand the process in terms of building an awareness. We also visit universities in India and schools to build this awareness you are talking about. So this is our major 2 aims in India. Okay. In terms of operation.
Okay, can you tell me where your office is located in India if any student want to ask some things, some information from your side?
Oh, okay. So since it's the national agency by the Italian ministry and the government, so I personally am located inside the Embassy of Italy in New Delhi. We have 2 other centers. One is inside the consulate of Italy in Mumbai and the consulate in Bangalore. For students in Calcutta, there is a consulate where they can submit their documents for visa and everything. For them also we provide assistance virtually. For students are free, like they can meet us, they can book an appointment, not a book an appointment in the sense they don't need to go to an app or anything. They can contact us. We'll give an appointment. They can come straight to the embassy to meet us directly.
And in this education conference or education exhibitions, how many universities are here in Italy?
Right now, for the APAIE, there would be 7. There are 7 universities with us. There is University of Padova, University of Pavia, University of Florence, quite a few famous names among the student community. University of Bergamo, again very close to Milan. University of Cattolica, it is from Milan, and University of Trento, and there is University of Cassino.
Can you tell me, they have the English taught undergraduate or bachelor or PhD programs in English?
Yes, all the programs I'm talking about here are taught in English. Right now in Italy there are more than 700 English taught programs which are completely taught in English. And by completely taught in English, I don't mean only the classroom teaching, but also the whole academic curriculum is in English. So whatever they're representing today and whatever we represent across the calendar in India, it's about programs taught in English.
Can you tell me about the average tuition fees, either undergraduate or master or PhD program in public universities in Italy?
Okay, in Italy, majority of the universities, like 70%, maybe 70 to 75% universities are public universities. And for the public universities, rather than telling the number, you can do a little market research and you would understand. But what is most important is that it's hugely subsidized by the government. So automatically, it's a mandate by the government that tuition fees for the public universities is automatically structurally income based, which is a rare thing for. It's nothing to do with scholarship. The main structure, the fundamental structure of tuition fees for any public university is it is basically finance based. So to give you an idea, of course, it varies a lot from one department to another. Even in India, any part in the world, let's say someone is studying humanities versus someone is studying engineering and management, that there is a significant difference in terms of course fees. On an average, to give you a roundabout number, it should be around let's say 3,000 to 4,000 euro on an average per year. So yeah, that's for.
Okay, you have some idea. There is a number of students are asking me these type of questions. What is the IMAT exam? They are looking medicine is free of cost in Italy, and they will come in the trap of many of the wrong agents. They are paying lot of fees just for the name of admissions, as well as the sake of they are preparing their admission like scholarship document. They registered them in the IMAT exam. They are paying like 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs just for the preparation of document. Can you tell me about the fact how they can take the precautions so that they can take all the help from your agency, which is located in Delhi or somewhere?
Okay, yeah, this is very important question, and this is something, this awareness we have been trying to build, not only us, also our counterparts in the French and the German embassies. Everyone is trying to do their best in terms of building awareness. Just to be like as a thumb rule of this whole procedure is that nowhere it is written and nowhere paying a certain fees, doesn't matter, it's an unregulated fees, paying a certain fees to an agent guarantees your seat. It's not possible. So the best idea is to gain the right information. Of course, there are probably agents who are very clear about their ideas, but be careful about the false promises that they make. In terms of procedures, yes, there is for undergrad and postgrad, there are for undergrads there are entrance tests sometimes. There are, of course, the major 2-3 things that matter in terms of evaluation of the process. Number one, of course, their CGPA in the final degree or 12 standard, depending on whether they are going for a postgrad.
One thing more about the TOLC exam. There is a mandatory exam for getting the bachelor admission in any of the programs.
Yes, so TOLC is one of the deciding factors in terms of getting admission to undergrad programs in Italy. So with the TOLC score, the student has to, for an perfect evaluation, TOLC is not the sole thing. Apart from TOLC, there are other 2-3 things, including GPA, including the Europa CV, their overall profile, everything. So these all 3-4 things combined together, a student's candidature gets decided. And TOLC, just to give you an idea, just a brief idea, TOLC is not an entrance test like a joint entrance. So one student has to appear for TOLC test, and this TOLC, there are several divisions, TOLC E, TOLC I, like that, and you get a score, and with that score you have to apply to each of the universities separately. That's how the process works.
Okay, I heard that the Italy government is going to discontinue the IMAT exam in the coming year or something. You have some idea?
No, right now this there is no news of that. Okay, honestly, there is no official.
Idea how many examination center for IMAT exam?
This until and unless for the upcoming year there is a new regulation, we cannot say. Till now in India there is one center in Delhi. Until and unless there is always a talk of increasing with the increasing.
But it is my humble request, since I face a lot of problems from the student side. They are saying that India is a very big market. Like they are giving the NEET exam in India, and I think so there is a 3,000 examination center in every year. I think so 50 lakhs students fill up the NEET forms.
Yes,
but it is my humble request that maybe the IMAT exam
this
in
we
the
have
coming year maybe
actually honestly we have started this dialogue with our headquarters and everywhere, and we are trying to increase the number of centers because of this request, because historically also many students because of the rush, the slots or the seats get booked in the centers in India. So this is a reality. So we are trying to increase the number of seats and diversify so that more number of people can take the exam from India.
Okay.
So the talk is already on.
About the DOV pre-enrollment, can you tell me briefly something about this?
Okay, just to give you an idea about how the process works, the fundamental and first process is selection of the right courses and right university. Don't get misguided here.
Hold on 1 minute. If the student is going in the private university, whether DOV is mandatory or not? Either
Okay,
public or
DOV is a document which is a regulation by the ministry saying that if the university requires a DOV, then it doesn't matter whether it's a public or private, then DOV has to be produced. This is an autonomous call of the university.
There is any substitution of DOV?
For few universities, it depends on the university. For few universities, CIMA is there.
CIMA, yes.
But not all universities
Not
permit
accepting
that.
it. The CIMA is a lifetime valid document or what? You have some...
Yeah, it's a CIMA certification. CIMA has certain phases. There is CIMA certification and CIMA validation. So there are 2-3 stages, and you can apply for CIMA, but it again depends on the university. And DOV is a document. Once it is released, it is valid.
If the student completed the schooling like O level or A level or something like IB diploma from UK board or Switzerland board, whether the CIMA or DOV is mandatory for that student also or not?
Mostly yes. The process would be slightly probably different, but it's not a blanket rule like if someone is coming from IB board it's not needed. Again, during the pre-enrollment summary, pre-enrollment procedure, you will see once a student fills up the pre-enrollment form on Unitalia portal, after that the student gets maybe in a 2 to 3 weeks time get a pre-enrollment summary. In that summary it is mentioned whether the university is asking for DOV/CIMA or diploma supplement. If the university is asking so this is a pre-screening process of the academic accreditation, academic validation of the degree they obtained. It depends on the autonomy of the university. If the university thinks, okay, this is a Cambridge board student or a IB board student, and since IB board is an European framework, so we do not need it. Again, it's not a blanket rule. It doesn't exist like that.
And the second thing about the scholarship, I heard that universities and Italian government provided 7,500 scholarship per year to the international student. Is it fact? It's true?
There are different. There are various kinds of scholarships. So majorly there are 3 major scholarships which are merit based, which is always competitive, and one of the major popular scholarship where the number counts like 7,000, more than 7,000, is a scholarship called DSU scholarship, which is a regional right to study scholarship, which is a finance based or need based scholarship, where every student is eligible technically to apply for this scholarship. This is a regional scholarship. Just to give you an idea, for example, in India there are 29 states, in Italy there are 20 regions. So after you get a confirmation from one university and you fill up your pre-enrollment form to submit your confirmation that yes, I am going to study in this university, after that you have a complete idea, okay, this is my university and this would be the region. So each region has a dedicated scholarship. And so this scholarship is a need-based scholarship where every student can apply.
So whether student need to engage any agents for either admission or DOB or pre-enrollment and need to pay huge fees to them?
Honestly, if I am assuming there would be certain agents who have the right information, but this right information should, according to me personally, should be limited to up to the application process, where the universities or the agents who are connected with universities sometimes or who have good right amount of information, they can guide students in the right way that okay, if this is the priority of the student, this is their background, so this could be, these 3 or 4 could be their choice of university where they realistically they could get through. But after that, it's always suggested that the students connect to either Unitalia directly for the pre-document verification, document evaluation, academic evaluation of the documents, where the DOV plays role, because all these documents are signed and issued directly by the consular.
Okay, thank you. Another important question which asked by many of the parents about the working rights for international students.
Yes.
During the study and about the after completion of study.
So during study, it's a 20-hour work permit is there with a student visa, study visa or study permit. A student can work up to 20 years a week. And after completion, there is 1 year automatic extension stay back period of 1 year where the student can look for jobs.
Either master or PhD student, same rights?
It's the same rights. For PhD, primarily, mostly these PhDs are paid programs, so students are salaried already. For bachelor's and master's, it's a 1-year stay back where the students can look for internships. For many of the scholarships that I mentioned, an internship is a mandatory. For example, the IUIT scholarship, internship is a mandatory 3-month on-job training. For many courses, majority of the universities, big universities and like very good universities, in the final semesters has a like in-credit system of internship. So with that, automatically the chances of getting employed within that 1 year automatically is much higher, gets much higher. And so with that, with the student permit and the extension of the student permit, the student can continue that internship, and from there, that internship, they can convert that internship into permanent employment.
One more important question,
Yes.
since our agency is also sending the students to many of the European countries. That is very important questions. Many students are studying in different countries like Spain, Portugal, Latvia, Lithuania. They completed their 1 or 2 semesters. After completing that 2 or 3 semesters, they are looking to transfer in Italian universities. Whether it is possible or not.
It depends entirely. As an independent student, it's difficult. If the university has an MOU, an internally MOU, because of course we are all part of the EU with the Schengen visa and the European Union, so the flexibility is much higher. Of course, I am not going into much details regarding the Erasmus program, which is a hugely prestigious program. But apart from Erasmus program, also if there is an MOU between 2 universities in Europe, 2 different countries, where there is a semester exchange, 1 semester abroad, definitely there are multiple examples where the students go.
There is any exchange program in Indian universities?
There are many. I mean, I
Can
cannot
you give
even.
me any example, any 1, 2, 3 universities?
I mean, there are so many. I cannot like. It wouldn't be fair to take one name of one university, but there are many universities.
And lastly, I'm asking if the student is looking at more information, whatsoever you shared with me, can you refer any website or something?
Of course, the student can definitely go to the embassy's official website. If you find it very complicated, sometimes it's there is a auto switch English, etc., etc. So in that case, the student can directly find Unitalia India, which is a completely Indian version, English version website, which is made and which has been created keeping in mind the Indian context. So it would be automatic, like the all the system is as per every direction, every mandate, everything that is explained there is keeping in mind the Indian curriculum and Indian academic scenario. We have made it. So automatically the student can get all the information. In case there are few issues, doubts remaining, they can directly contact us and write to us directly. And we are physically present inside the embassy. So
thank you very much. You have really provided a very fruitful information for the internet. Thank you very much. If you are looking for admissions in Italian university, even they have the office in Italy embassy in New Delhi, you will directly contact to them. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.